Say, coaches, players, congratulations on a great season. We appreciate you guys competing at such a high level and for also being here. So, with that being said, this is the post-game 10 interview with the UMass Boston Beacons at the 2017 NCAA Division III Baseball Championships. With us is head coach Brendan Eygabroat and his student athletes Dan Mantoni and Fernando Burgos, following a 4-5 loss to North Central. We'll start with opening remarks from head coach Eygabroat.
Yeah, really well-played game on both sides. I mean, it was extremely competitive, similar to the first game. If you're looking at the line score, the hits, the errors, all the columns are pretty close, except we ended up on the wrong side of the runs column, the all-important column. Thought our starter, Fernando, did an excellent job like we thought he would. And I think our bullpen came in and gave us a chance. I don't feel like we swung the bats as well as we were capable of in any of the 3 games out here. Which was a little disappointing because I know we're a better offense than what we showed, but that's baseball. Sometimes the mojo you've had the last couple weeks kind of goes away a little bit. I think we might have pressed a little bit and swung a little bit too early in the count. I was really impressed, though. We did late what we've done all year, which is fight, and I thought Lopez had a heck of an at-bat to hit that ball down the line to tie the ball game. And, I felt confident given the number of close games that we had that, we could pull that one out. But tip your hat to North Central. They got a very good team, and they executed late in the game and got the walk-off.
Coach, it seemed like early on you knew it was going to be this type of game. I think back to the 4th inning where sent Fowler around from first on the double, and just talk about making that call in a 0-0 game at the time, and then kind of how that played out.
Yeah, my mindset's when you're struggling with the sticks, you got to be a little bit more aggressive than maybe you would be. I mean, Fowler's not going to win too many foot races, but I think it was a well-hit ball, and he got around the bases pretty well. So I think we knew we were going to have to kind of push the envelope a little bit more. We wanted to try and get our running game going, maybe do some hit and runs, do some different things. We tried a little bit of that, but we didn't have the success we had been having kind of in the previous tournaments. But all in all, I thought we competed and fought kind of like we've done for the last month.
For Dan, the starter. Starter for North Central pitched really well, but you were very patient today. Talk about what he was throwing, what you were looking for, and then you ended up drawing a couple of walks off it.
Yeah, I mean, like Coach said, one thing we've kind of been off our game. Our approach was a little different this tournament. I thought we were a little too aggressive maybe instead of trusting ourselves. So I mean, that's one thing in my mind that I was trying to do is try to sometimes that maybe you're going to see more than one good pitch in at bat. So to try to maybe let that first one go and get another good advantage pitch. I mean, you have to tip your hat to the pitcher in North Central. He pitched a hell of a game. So, I mean, I don't know. I mean, it wasn't much of a change in our approach, but just to try to grind in that back, kind of.
It seems like you may have wanted to react to what he was saying about being aggressive.
Yeah, no, I think he was a strike thrower. I think he's not someone who walks people. So you're always kind of walking the fine line. I think similar to the game one guy, when people don't walk people, they're probably going to give you multiple pitches to get off a good swing. But I think in a setting like the World Series, there's a tendency to kind of want to go jump at the first pitch you see. And our game plan was to try to get to the bullpen earlier than we did. So we didn't really execute that as much as we would. But we squared up some balls late. I was hoping the wind was blowing a little bit harder on the ball he hit. I thought he really tagged that one late, and it would have been nice to see that into their bullpen. But came up a few inches short, and that's baseball,
Fernando, other than they hit a couple of balls off you, but I thought you pitched really well. Talk to us about, first of all, what it's like to come through and pitch a game like that on the 3rd day of a tournament where, your team really needs you to come up big.
Yeah, I was just hoping for an opportunity to help my team out today. Hopefully pitch a game in the World Series. Got that today. Just missed a few spots, and they hit the ball well off me. Didn't really help with the walks either. We got a little lucky on some hits, but I thought I did pretty well other than that. So.
Too many switches. Sorry. For Dan, can I get you to kind of reflect on the ride and what it's been like to get this team to this point or be with this team at this point?
It's definitely the best team I've ever been a part of. I mean, I think not only the record, but some crazy games that we've won throughout the year. And like you were saying, we've been winning, come from behind games all year, all season, and I think that just shows the kind of tough team we are, the kind of kids we have on the team, and it was certainly a pleasure playing with everybody, and it's a season I'm never going to forget.
And Coach, just kind of your final thoughts on the senior class and the season that they've had so far.
Yeah, I mean, I think the season, it's the best season we've ever had. So that in a nutshell, it was an outstanding ride. I mean, whenever you play the type of competition we play in New England day in, day out, and you're just kind of winning everything, it's it's one of those rides you don't want to end. But, unfortunately, only one team kind of goes home on a W. And the senior class is outstanding. And what I said to them over in the post game is just with the culture they've left behind. And that's, I can't thank them enough for that.
Coach, you have other than your seniors, how is this going to sit there and spur them on from the return trip?
Yeah, I think so. I think the team learned a lot from last year's loss in the Mid-Atlantic Regional. I think it was a hungry team. I think they worked extremely hard to get back to the regionals, and I think we definitely have some talent coming back, and we have some guys that are going to be tough to replace. But that's my job, is to find some quality kids that can come in and help the program forward.
Thank you, UMass Boston. Again, congratulations on a great season.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.